Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go to do a GBR video. And GBR is a game mode, guys, that it's really important for your progress through the game. And if you want to build tier 4s, it's the one way to go and gather the material that's called Solofaltine. The Solofaltine is available here but also in Galactus. Galactus gives you less, but Dormammu gives you the most out of every run. So for Dormammu, it's a really hard game mode for new accounts, but in the same time it's one of the most important after World Boss Legend, where you can go and get the Carbonadium. The other tier 4 material that you need, it's inside GBR, and the only way to farm it is to play GBR, Dormammu and Galactus. So here we're gonna focus on Dormammu, how hard Dormammu is for new players. I'm gonna play with my second card set, where I have 0 peers with the best character I have for GBR, which is Jean. And you're gonna see with a maxed out Jean Grey how it looks like go against Dormammu with really good cards and really bad cards. The one card set, as you saw, was with only normal cards and really low attack, and as you can see here, I'm gonna have like 90,000 energy attack when in the same time I have 100. Okay, no, sorry, but this is inside the team up. Yeah, okay, I have Jean everywhere, bro. What's going on? Okay, yeah, it's this is the details. This is the right details. It's 74,000 energy attack, where I'm gonna test here against Dormammu. You can see here build, my IGN is Deathproof HS, but pretty much it's a 4-star artifact, a brilliant rage. It's an end game build, so you're gonna see how hard this thing is. But in the same time, I'm gonna do some speed runs of Dormammu, killing the stage on 1 minute, and show you some tricks that I'm sure that you don't already know, most of you at least. We used to do a GBR Dormammu tournament on my live streams, but lately we're not. Yeah, perhaps we're gonna do it again. I love the game mode. I love the fact that you can compete, you know, with others live and don't have to compare scores after like ABX and ABL. You can go there and beat enemies, but beating the others on DPS. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see on this video. Before we go through the content, let's go, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments the best characters you're using to clear GBR Dormammu, because everyone needs like 2 to 3 runs with full boost points, or you know, or you can run, you know, multiple others without the boost points, of course, but having only 3 runs per day, it's all the farm that you need to do, because as I told you, you only can get 150 Solofaltine. You can't go further if you are VIP 20 or VIP 0 or free to play or whatever. You can't get more. So it's really fair game mode from one side. From the other side, it's really repetitive, and it's not updated for like 2 years. From the first day we took the tier 4s, we have this boss to kill every single day, day in, day out. It's boring. They should give us way more enemies, way more rewards, you know. They could have a weekly tournament inside GBR, and the ones that has done the biggest score take some tier 4 materials. There is so many possibilities that they can do it a competitive game mode like ABX, ABL, gathering the scores you're doing weekly on a max of 3 scores per day. There are so many potentials they could do if they wanted to, you know, upgrade Dormammu GBR. So yeah, I have so many ideas for GBR Dormammu, and yes, on my live streams I'm trying to do the tournament style. But yeah, there is so many potentials on this game mode. And let's go and see how a Jean Grey with these garbage cards are going to do Dormammu. As you can see, it's 0 pierce and 36% all attack. Compare this card set to my normal card set, it's like 100 difference energy attack and total attack together, 25% pierce. So it's day and night. So yeah, let's see how she looks like at 0% pierce. So for here, I'm using leadership of scene. I have here artifact 4-star, and also with these uniforms is providing except the leadership an extra passive ability of 55% damage against supervillains. You can see here I'm kind of struggling. If you think that this is a Jean Grey tier 4 with brilliant raids, high-end build, full Odin's Blessing, 4-star artifact, and C is not deleting the stage. At 0 pierce and low all attack, you know, it's really hard to go through this game mode. And that's why my Discord server the last 1 year has get a lot of popularity. Multiple people have come in there and ask for help from others, you know, to carry them through GBR, and that's something I'm doing in my, you know, in my daily routine. I'm inviting specific people that they are in the server, they are asking for help. I'm inviting them in my friend list. You can see here it took me 55 seconds to do only the first run. So if you are one of these guys, my Discord description is down below. Go there, ask for help in channel GBR carry, and you can get carried through the content. Others can do the damage, and you can run around the stage without need to do that yourself. Think about, I have a maxed out Jean Grey. It could be like better artifact or something, or better swords, but still, and with 0% pierce and bad cards, no premium cards at all. And I'm struggling. Look at this, the bars are not melting at all. I can potentially clear the stage. I guess I have done 4 bars in like 35 seconds. So it's like 20 bars in... okay, I'm bad on that. I'm not gonna count it. But I think I'll let it 2 minutes and 30 seconds to see how many bars I can melt. Or I stopped at 30 bar. Yeah, I stopped at 30 bar at 7 and 30. Let me go through a bit more. Yeah, 30 bars. So for 10 bars took me 1 minute and 30 seconds. Yes, 1 minute and 30 seconds for 10 bars. So potentially I could clear the 40 bars in 6 minutes. So I can do it. I can do it. But it's a maxed out Jean Grey. So this is so hard, guys. Don't do it yourself. If you don't have peers, come to my server, ask for help, try to find people, make friends through Facebook, forum, or whatever, and get yourself some carry. This is so hard content, and it's the only way to get yourself some tier 4s. If you don't get yourself some tier 4s, you can't do that. So it's kind of weird. It's the only way, I guess, to get tier 4s, it's if you get carried on GBR these days. That's something developers should fix, you know. They should provide solo faulting through somewhere else, that it's easier for guys to collect them, because with this way they force people to get socialized, you know, and people who plays video game, they don't want to be socialized. They want to be in a cave playing by themselves. Let them be the ogres, you know. Don't bother others to find friends. But yeah, if you want to find friends, come on my Discord, bro, and I'm gonna carry you through GBR. So let's see the speedruns and the tricks that you can do to go through the content even faster. So exactly the same team, but now I have my good cards equipped, and you can say that from the bars which are melting. Of course, my Jean Grey, it's almost maxed out. I don't have like 6-star artifact. I don't have like super good swords, but my cards are really close to max out, and you can see there. Sees flanked through the content. In the first phase, I would suggest you to save your tier 3 and save your tier 4 and start with your tier 4 when the second phase starts. As you can see here, I clear it in like 30 seconds, the first phase. I've seen people clearing the whole stage on 30 seconds, but yeah, that's another conversation. Yeah, we can do later on. Here, as you can see, I failed to go through the whole fight and not getting into that. You know, it was a bit more damage. But yeah, here's the trick, guys. Here's the trick. Here's the trick that we're doing a lot of time on my GBR tournaments, on the live streams I was telling you before. And look at this. When the Dormammu is doing that, you're not following the phase. You're not going into the green circle. You're doing something totally different. You're getting into the second character, you're swapping into the second character. As you can see here in the top, you know, Jean Grey, it's first, and after Jin is Sin. So I'm swapping into Sin. As you can see here, I swapped into Sin, and I'm waiting for Dormammu to start waving these fires. When he starts waving the fires, when the fire passes through the first circle, the green circle in the left corner, I'm going through the fire and I'm sacrificing war character to swap immediately into Jean Grey, which is the second character on your characters, you know. It's Sin now and after is Jean. So look at the trick. You're waiting here for the fire to go into the green circle, and after you're swapping into Jean Grey. With this way, you can win yourself some seconds and go through the animation faster, because if you stay inside the green circle, you're getting time frozen, you're waiting your skills to refresh again. It takes so much time. So here, as you can see, because I'm clearing the fight without having teammates, it's a solo mode. On solo mode you are getting even less materials, so you don't want to do that. That's why you want to get carried. And I did 1 minute and 5 seconds, and that's 1 minute and 5 seconds is not fast, guys. If you go into my swords and look for tournament swords where there are two really good players, one against the other, the timing is like 20 seconds, 25 seconds. There are runs being so fast. So yeah, I dare you, go to my swords and find these fights. They are crazy fast. They are doing it crazy. I'm slow. I'm slow in front of these dudes. So let's go again into the same thing but with different characters. My favorite character to clear GBR and the fastest character to clear GBR generally, period, is Jean Grey. But the second character in my account at least and my hands, you know, is Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is destroying Dormammu. He's doing a really good job, and his skills and the passive ability he has against, you know, super villains helps him provide a lot of damage here. As you can see, I have already cleared that in less than 30 seconds. So in case I was faster than Jean for the first phase. And in the second phase, look at this, a full rotation with my tier 3 and my tier 4 took Dormammu 17 bars. Now I'm doing my second rotation. Before was only one rotation with tier 3 and tier 4. Here, same thing, I'm swapping, but there is another trick for Ghost Rider. If you have his artifact, you can stay inside the fire and do damage while you're getting, you know, the fire thing. But with the fire thing, because you're getting stunned, sometimes swapping character is again faster. So as you can see here, I did the same trick, sacrifice one support to swap again into my DPS, so the DPS can do faster damage. And for Ghost Rider, it's 2 seconds slower than Jean Grey. It's 1 minute and 7 seconds instead of 5 seconds. And let's go to two other Blast Boys. This time it's Magneto and Cable. For Cable, I have Mighty Raids as I have for Ghost Rider. For Magneto and Jean, I have Brilliant Raids. You can check my builds, of course, always. Magneto is really good also. I'm using here double support of Enchantress and Mysterio. Mysterio also has Mighty Judgment, Mighty Insight. Mighty Insight has my Ghost Rider also, and Mighty Insight has Normal Insight has my Morgan Le Fay from Jean Grey. So Jean Grey didn't have Mighty Insight there. And for again for Magneto, I saved my tier 4, I saved my tier 3, so I can start doing more damage in the start of the phase 2, where you have to do the most damage, you know. You don't want to sacrifice your tier 3 and tier 4 in the first phase, you know, if you're close to go into the second phase, of course. As you can see here, he is doing a lot. He is doing a lot, and if I had 1 or 2 seconds before this happens here, I could do the clear without he turns into the next phase. As you can see here, I'm trying to trick again the fires and start with my Magneto, do all the damage. I'm really close to Jean. I actually did exactly the same with Jean Grey. Of course, Magneto here, because Dormammu, it's the day that he is combat type, something important that he has typing, and you need to use the opposite typing most of the times if you want to get the maximum result. So universal types always has an advantage, but here in this situation, because Dormammu it's a combat and I have blast type Dormammu, blast type Magneto, I have even more damage against him. So let's go to the last one, the last team up. I'm using Cable. Cable is really nice damage dealer. Also, he's not like the best, but in my book, you know, he's solid. You can stay inside his tier 3, you can drop the tier 3 and just wait, and the damage is going to be done, you know. In Dormammu you can play a bit lazy with him, but he delivers the damage whatever you do. As you can see here, I didn't sacrifice my tier 3, I went through my 4th skill only just to save save the tier 3 again for this phase. And here, as you can see, I'm letting the tier 3 place. I'm not cancelling as I'm doing for ABL and ABX. So I'm using exactly the same rotation I'm using for World Boss Legend. And for Dormammu, it's way easier because, you know, you're getting healed from your skills, you're getting immunity from your tier 3, and you don't have to worry for a lot of stuff. Here I'm doing again the thing for the speedrun. I'm swapping into Polaris, waiting the fire to pass through the green circle, the first green circle, and after I'm running through. If you run faster than when the green fire, you know, when the fire is on the green circle, if you run faster, the fire kills you and after killing the DPS. So it's important to wait for the fire to come to you. Here, as you can see, Cable was the only, the lowest scoring unit, you know, but still it's 1 minute and 18 seconds. It's not slow at all. So yeah, in my mind, GBR Dormammu has a lot of potentials, and even if they don't want to add a boss, where they should have add Annihilus, they should have add multiple other bosses, Ego or whatever. There are multiple enemies that fits to giant boss raid tag, you know, and we could have there a weekly or a monthly or a whatever, you know, to see who is doing the most damage every week. You know, you could have like 3 dailies for GBR, and these 3 dailies gives you hold your score, and your score adds up like it is for ABX and ABL. Everyone need to play this game mode. We're playing this game mode to take these beautiful tokens that combined with the fight pass, you have a free P card, which is so important getting these P cards. As you can see, without the peers, I suck too. With the brilliant raids, I suck big time. So you need to get the tier 4 materials to build through tier 4 on your account, and in the same time these tokens help you a lot. But doing the same thing for 2 years, it's so boring. We need to get a totally makeover on this game mode. We need them to give us more reasons to play and do high damage, and don't play like getting carried or looking out the window and press buttons, you know. We want to high score somewhere. Give us more game modes to go and compete with others. We want to see this difference on the damage, you know. My Jin beat yours Jin. My Jin has a judgment. My Jin has a rage, you know. You are competing live, and it's really important for players to feel like they're winning someone and they can chat him at the same time and tell him, suck it, I win you. I know it sounds like I'm a little kid, but every single one of you are little kids inside, deep inside. But yeah, that was it, my idea. That was it, the video for the speedrun. Let me know if you just learned this trick and which is the best team you are using, or your ideas for a GBR Dormammu tournament, or, you know, the makeover I was saying. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you into the next. I hope you enjoyed. Kisses in your faces.